The traffic in San Francisco reeks of people who don't carpool, and that means they don't have friends. It is all zero driver cars or single driver cars. Why are you guys carpooling to work? Why is there all this just like people that are just don't have friends? Guys that don't have friends, that's weird too.
Today's episode of Good For You feels like Whitney Cummings doing what she does best, riffing until a joke accidentally turns into a diagnosis. Her target this time is Silicon Valley, or more specifically, what she frames as a very particular species of man, tech bros who don't have friends. Not introverted, not shy, not busy, just socially unmoored.
I don't get why it's the epicenter of innovation because of Stanford. It's because of Stanford. Did you know that Stanford is, this is true, that Stanford has created more than any other educational institution, the most psychopaths of any other university. I didn't go to Stanford though. I didn't go there. I didn't get in because my parents aren't international war criminals, but no, I don't. I actually like Stanford. They've done a really good job. I'm a football fan. They've done a really good job of making sure that their football players are protected against CTE by making sure that they don't win a single game. Um, sorry. I'm just saying, why does San Francisco make all these inventions that don't take? Which ones have taken besides the phone? Blue light glasses. Oh, this is my favorite. Yeah, you need blue light glasses to look at the phone. Huh? Just make the screen not the sun. Don't make me wear blue light glasses. Don't turn us into dorks. Don't make me have four eyes just because you didn't put this, make the phone screen make me not need the glasses.
According to Whitney's logic, these guys don't understand normal people because they don't live like normal people. They don't have girlfriends telling them when something looks stupid. They don't have friends telling them when an idea is pointless. So they build products in a social vacuum and then seem genuinely confused when nobody wants them. It's funny because it's exaggerated, but it's also funny because it lands close enough to reality to sting. Where it gets interesting is when you zoom out and place this rant next to everything else we keep hearing about men right now. We're constantly told there's a loneliness epidemic, that men have fewer close friendships than ever, that Gen Z men are afraid to ask women out.
So they are so self-conscious about everything they do and say with the opposite sex that they're no longer approaching girls. They're not asking girls out. And I don't know. I guess they're just hiding in their rooms on their PS5s, becoming incels. So don't worry about the digital. Go analog. Look her in the eye. Ask her out. If she says no, that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. And my dad always said, you're never going to dance with the prom queen unless you tap her on the shoulder. So go tap someone's shoulder and then tap that ass.
And then here comes Whitney essentially saying, yeah, and those guys are building the future. That's where the tone shifts from satire to something a little mean. Because if men are actually struggling socially, if they're lonely, isolated, unsure how to connect, then mocking them for not having friends feels like punching at the symptom instead of the cause. It's one thing to joke about bad inventions. It's another to suggest that friendlessness itself is a moral failure or a psychological defect.
Apple Pencil, remember that? Dorks. Okay. You guys don't hang out with real people. You know what I mean? It's so wild. It's just like all these inventions that came out that didn't take right away. VR, like the fact that VR has not taken off, you know how funny that is to me. It is so funny to me that tech bros just think that men just want to watch real like 3D porn all day. And everyone was like, oh, not homie. We have like jobs and wives and like we don't need to like put a hat on about it. Like we can watch porn, like 1D. Like I get, it's enough. Like I can just go through my phone. Like I have videos, like Pornhub's like perfectly fine. Like we have like human women that we would just do that, you know? Like, and these are people that obviously do not have like functioning amygdalas or emotions because when you have, like, normal people are like, wanna know what's behind them. Normal people are like, "Ugh, like, what? I can't see." Whereas psychopaths are like, "What do you mean? The only dangerous person is me. I'm the only person that would sneak up behind someone while they're can't see anything."
She frames wearing a headset as proof someone doesn't fear being attacked from behind, something only a psychopath would tolerate. It's a great line, but it also ignores the possibility that people turn to immersive tech precisely because real-world connection feels inaccessible. The headset isn't evidence of emotional absence. It might be evidence of emotional hunger. To Whitney's credit, she does stumble into something real when she talks about misery. Sitting alone in traffic every day does erode empathy. When everyone around you becomes an obstacle instead of a person, it's easier to stop caring about abstract humanity. In that sense, her critique of tech ethics has teeth. If the people designing the future are isolated, burned out, and resentful, that will show up in the products.
This is proof. You know my whole thing of, like, how to find out that girls don't have girlfriends? Like, I know everything I need to know based on the fact that she's wearing that bra where the strap is sticking out or a clear bra strap. I'm like, she doesn't have girlfriends, and that tells me everything I need to know. The traffic in San Francisco reeks of people who don't carpool, and that means they don't have friends. It is all zero driver cars or single driver cars. Why are you guys carpooling to work? Why is there all this just, like, people that are just don't have friends? Guys that don't have friends, that's weird too. Why aren't you guys all in one car together? Like, we're gonna go make our sex robot. Like, why aren't you doing like weird science the road trip? It was weird. It was just weird to be like, oh, like the people that are responsible for our future problems and solutions are sitting in this traffic. And these people are just miserable. And I'm like, after 45 minutes of sitting there, I was so pissed off. And I was like, this is there every morning on the way to work. They're like, why cure cancer? There's too many people as it is. When you go through that much traffic every morning, you then go to work going, why are we trying to save all these people's lives? There's too many people. So I don't know how now you guys solve it.
The problem is that the joke never quite decides who's at fault. Are these men friendless because they're emotionally stunted psychopaths? Or are they emotionally stunted because the systems they live in reward isolation, competition, and productivity over connection? Whitney leans hard toward the first answer because it's funnier. These guys are dorks is a cleaner punchline than modern capitalism produces loneliness and then monetizes it. But you can feel the tension underneath. The ship in a dry dock metaphor she keeps circling is actually generous. You can't design for people if you're never around them. The unspoken follow-up is darker. What if people are harder and harder to be around? So the episode lands in a strange place. It's observant, it's sharp, it's genuinely funny, but it also highlights how comfortable we've become mocking male loneliness while simultaneously treating it as a crisis. We talk about isolated men like a social problem when we're worried about violence or radicalization, and like a punchline when we're talking about dating or tech. Whitney isn't wrong that bad social feedback produces bad products, but the inverse is also true. Bad social structures produce isolated people. Laughing at them doesn't fix either problem.